Yeah, okay, good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. Dropping heat like every season. Underdog like Willie Beeman. Classic like Dom singing. Blasting like bombs ringing.
You're not real. You're not real. And I have to accept that. The psychosis is getting to me. I keep talking like there's people watching. I have full-on conversations with people that don't exist. No one's coming. But I talk like they are. They're not real. No one is watching. They're not real. They're not real. They're not. It's a realization I have to accept. That the millions of people in my head that watch these videos, it's all made up. It's not real. This has been an awakening for me. This has been a change in my life. And with that being said, we are doing another Madden 24 video. Woo! Hell yeah. Let's go. Me and me. Not me and you anymore. It's me and me because you're not there. No one's there. It feels like someone's there, though. It feels like you're here. Who's you? Who the fuck is you? It's no one. Anyways, boys. Anyways, people in my head. Boys, today we are doing another Madden franchise rebuild. But another week, we predicted the Atlanta Falcons and what they would do with Kirk Cousins currently on their team. I think I had them going 10-5, something like that. But that's not what we're doing in Madden today, Today, we go to the top, the tippity top of the mountain, the Super Bowl. Super Bowl or bust. Super Bowl or my plane burns up 1,000 feet above the ground. Barely even got off. That's the goal. That's what we're doing. And honestly, I think it's going to be a pretty fucking easy goal, to be honest. I mean, you got Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Kirk Cousins, Drake London. I guess the defense is the only thing there that's like a little shifty, but the offense is stellar. So I don't expect this to take long at all. I say, and then it's 4 hours later. So that is what we're doing today. A Madden rebuild, Madden simulation. We're kind of seeing how good the Falcons are going to be with Kirk Cousins. And then maybe if there's possibilities, we try and get a Super Bowl. Maybe I'll play another game. I don't know. Who knows? But that's what we're doing today. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like these videos. Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, which is me. I'm talking to myself. I should subscribe because there's nobody there. Even though I say it, I don't believe it. It's not real that you're not real. You are real. I know you are. You enjoy me. I enjoy myself. You're as real as my wife. Anyways, that is not the point. That's what we're doing today. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want more Madden content. Maybe we'll dabble in some NCAA 25 here in a bit. Who knows? Big changes coming to the channel. A lot of new things coming. A lot of gambling. A lot of slurs are going to be said as well. So jump in early. Be a part of the slurs with us. Let's get into the video. Alrighty, so looking through it, Darnell Mooney did get signed to this team, but I don't think we have anybody to actually trade or give up. We might have to give up draft picks, something like that. But Kirk Cousins was a free agent, right? The Vikings didn't re-sign him, and then he got signed to the Falcons. But in this game, that is not the case. So I had to trade away players. I traded away a running back, Jonnu Smith, and then the QB for Kirk Cousins. So we don't really have that much trade capital. They're an 80 overall offense, 81 defense, 80 overall as a whole. And week 1, they are playing the Panthers. So it should be a good early first win here. But let's sim the halfway. See how they're doing with Kirk Cousins on the team. See if they're balling or not. And we'll see how they do. We picked up Darnell Mooney for a second round because he's on the team now. So if you guys can see the screen, we are 2-5. And I think I know why. To be very frank with you, it is because Bijan Robinson is only an 81 and he has not got his superstar yet. That's the reason. Good thing I didn't say let's do this in 1 year because I forgot that. But yeah, Kyle Kyle Pitts and Bijan only really get crazy after year 2, but we will take a look at the stats just really quick. I'm not going to take you through the whole thing. I'm just going to show you the main problem that they're having, and then we will keep going. The main reason here is that Bijan is not scoring in the red zone. He has 0 TDs, only 533 yards. So he is on pace for 1,000, but still 0 TDs in 5 games. That's kind of crazy. Even Kirk Cousins has 2 rushing TDs. Like, that's actually insane. They're just underwhelming in the red zone, and I'm guessing that's where most of their sacks come from. For the offseason, strengthen up the line a little bit, but we don't know. We're only halfway through it. Let's see how we do in this latter half and see if we bump up a couple spots in the standings. Alrighty, so we fell to 6 and 11. So we did the opposite of what I was saying we should do. We are higher overall. We are now an 83 overall with an 84 offense. So that's great. Let's take a look at the stats, see how we're doing. All right, Kirko has 3,296 yards, 291 completions on 471 attempts. Oof. That's all right. 21 TDs to 11 interceptions. That's all right. 61% completion rating. And then he was sacked 36 times. So that is high. So what I was saying is true. They were letting the defense through heavily. Bijan had 319 attempts, 1,000 yards, and 0 TDs in an entire season. That's absolutely mind-boggling. So we don't have a red zone running back. Tyler Algier was our red zone threat, but he only had 7 TDs in an entire season. Bijan had 0, and Kirk Cousins rushed for 3. Punching the ball in from 5 yards in seems to be our struggle for sure, because we can't rush at all. When it comes to receiving, Darnell Mooney had 70 receptions, 920 yards, 5 TDs, so he is just under 1,000 yards. Kyle Pitts had 77 receptions, 865 yards, and 5 TDs. And then Drake London had 59 receptions, 667 yards, and 5 TDs. And then Mac Hollis had 519 yards and 6 TDs. I think the main problem here is that, honestly, it's a good problem to have, but when you got guys like Kyle Pitts and Drake London and Darnell Mooney, Mac Hollis, throw him out. We don't need him. He's a bridge player. He's a trade target veteran. We don't need him getting 519 yards and 6 TDs, especially for progression. We don't need that. I would honestly pick your number 1. Darnell Mooney is your number 1, but he has the same amount of touchdowns as Drake, and he didn't have all that crazy stats. And then, I mean, Kyle Pitts, I was hoping for a lot more production from him, but that just seems to be what's happening in year 1. Okay, so I think we know who we need to look for in the draft: a right tackle and then a left tackle. Jake Matthews gave up 9 sacks, and then our right tackle, Caleb McGrady, gave up 15 goddamn sacks. Jesus Christ. And then our center gave up 6 as well, but that's not that important. But at least we know where to go from here. Okay, for sure, a right tackle. We need a better one. We just have to get one. That is it for year 1. I'll show you guys the end of the season awards, and then we will get in the year 2, which I am hoping will be a lot better than year 1. So as you can see, it was a Raiders-Cowboys Super Bowl. The Cowboys actually lost. Huge surprise. Cowboys never lose in this game. NFL MVP was Patrick Mahomes, and then we didn't win any awards. And what really sucks is that Bijan Robinson was not Offensive Rookie of the Year. He has, like, I want to say it's like an 80% chance that he doesn't. But when we're rebuilding him, he does not get Offensive Rookie of the Year, which sucks a ton for us. I'm hoping that he improves in year 2. We're going to strengthen up this O-line a little bit more. For sure, get a new right tackle. Try and draft somebody great, because giving up 15 sacks in a season, we can't have that here. Can't have that in this organization. Let's get to the draft. I think I will only show you like the first 2 rounds, and then we'll sim the rest, but let's get into that. Okay, so the team that won the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo, they said, no, we don't want him. You know who we want is Kirk Cousins. And you know what we did, because I just simmed through the offseason? We gave him up. The whole point of this is that Kirk Cousins is on the goddamn team. So we are going to have to trade for him a second time, and then I am going to have to go in and edit his contract for 5 years so he does not get kicked off of this goddamn team. So let me do that, and then we will get into the draft. Okay, so now if we sign him back on the team, we are negative $7 million in the hole. So now I have to go in the settings and I have to turn off the goddamn salary cap. This is turning out to be a disaster. Let me go do that real quick. Okay, so we got fleeced for getting Kirk Cousins back on the team. So we only have round 1. I will only do round 1, and then we will send the rest. We need so many goddamn guys on this team. Oh my God, I might have just tanked this rebuild, but we had to get him on the team. That is the only way that that's the one rule, is that Kirk Cousins is on the goddamn team. Now let's get into the draft. only round 1 because we gave up our second to get Darnell Mooney and then our third and fourth to get Kirk Cousins back on the goddamn team. So let's get into the draft. Okay, so we actually have a lot of right tackles in this draft. Even though it says right tackle is only a B- for us, our right tackle gave up 15 sacks last season, but we definitely need a right tackle. He gave up the most sacks on our O-line. And the top guy, the number 2 right now, actually is the best. If you look at his physicals, he's got great strength, elite speed, good jumping, great change of direction, elite agility, and then elite acceleration. So this guy's going to be a dog. He's for sure going to be a hidden development. Yes, he is. So we got a hidden development right tackle. That is a need for us, even though Madden doesn't think so. I do realize that we need a lot of defensive pieces here, but good O-line is how you win Super Bowls, God damn it. So now we're going to sim the rest because we gave up 3 draft picks for this year. So it might be another tough year. Offense is now an 85. Defense 83 overall. We started out as an 80 overall. So we're 3 overalls higher than we were the year before. So it's still looking up. And we don't have a salary cap because if we have a salary cap, we can't have Kirk Cousins on the team. So $13.3 million in debt, but it doesn't matter because we turned that off. So, I mean, hey, if I wanted to, I could go get Patrick Mahomes if I really wanted to. All right, and let's take a look at the draft recap. The right tackle that we took round 1, pick 8, was a 73 overall. God, that's a bust. That's a huge bust. He is a hidden development. In round 5, we picked up 71 overall. Eric Allen, a playmaker, 22 years old. So that was a huge steal in round 5, picking up a 73 overall. Let's take a look at everybody, though, and see if we did get fleeced or if it just wasn't a strong draft. Actually, from looking at it, it was not a strong draft. The highest guy was a left end, pick 2. He was a 77, but everybody else was 74, 73s. I mean, our 73 that we picked up, he's around where everybody else is. That is the draft. That's the draft recap. Now let's get in the year 2. Let's take a look at the guys and see how we're doing. We are 1-5. Jesus Christ. Why are we 1-5, for God's sake? Let's take a look at the stats. 1,308 TDs. He's throwing really low TDs. He's getting sacked less. 60% completion rating. That's all right. He's doing all right. Bijan, not on pace for 1,000 yards. He has 5 TDs. So he's scoring. Algier, he's scoring as well. Bijan's doing great. Drake London has 300 yards, 0 TDs. Mooney has 380 for 3 TDs. And Kyle Pitts has 251 for 2 TDs. So we found it. We found the dumpster fire. Dumpster fire is we can't pass and we can't score. None of these guys are on pace for 1,000 yards. So blocking. Who's giving up sacks? McGrady! Pippin McGrady's giving up. He's leading the team in the amount of sacks allowed. Him and then our right guard. But our right guard is flipping. He's like a 91. Maybe he's just going up against hard teams. But Pippin McGrady, brother. We got to make the other guy the number 1 lineman for sure. McGrady's just too much of a hassle to keep on this team. 3 sacks isn't terrible. 3 sacks in 8 games. That's not terrible, but he's leading the team. He had 15 last season. Let's take a look at the roster. All right, we're just going to throw Richardson into that spot. McGrady, I'm sorry, but you're down. I want to see if this boy can pick it up real fast. But we are 1-5, doing terrible. Let's advance to the end of the year. Hopefully we go on a little hot streak here. Who knows, though? All right, we went on a little bit of hot streak. 6-11, third in the division, not last in the division like we did last year. We're now an 84 overall, so that's good. So Allen Richardson, he's gotten his development. He's a star development, and he has progressed from, I want to say, a 73 to a 77 in 1 year. Incredible progression from Allen Richardson. He for sure will be the starter going forward. Let's take a look at the stats. All right, Kirko had 3,611 yards, 310 completions, 487 attempts, 29 TDs, 14 interceptions. It's all right. It's half. 63% completion rating, and then he was sacked 29 times. So again, getting sacked basically around 30 times. So we're not protecting him that well. Bijan actually did get up to 1,000 yards, 306 attempts. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. And only 6 TDs. So we had 5 TDs at the front half of the season, and then only 1 in the latter half of the season. So not the production we want to see, especially with 5 fumbles too. Drake London just outside 1,000 yards with 6 TDs. Kyle Pitts, 897 yards with 6 TDs. And the Darnell Mooney has cemented himself as the red zone target, which is looking up. That's kind of what we need here at 884 yards and 10 TDs. So great season from him. I am kind of liking that. I really want our number 1 and then our superstar X Factor, Kyle Pitts, to be a lot more productive than this. I know I'm asking a lot, but Jesus Christ, you got Kirko on your team, for God's sake. And then now blocking. Let me move just in case. So our center is our leader now. We already said that we would start looking for a center center. Drew Dalleman has given up 7 sacks, but that's not terrible. It's not 15. All right. When you see 15, got to get that guy out of there. That is the stats for the season. Now let's take a look at the yearly awards and who won the Super Bowl. And would you look at that? The Cowboys are in the Super Bowl again, and they win this time 28-21. Dak Prescott, Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes, NFL MVP. And then we don't win any awards at all. So that is cool. We missed the chance to get Bijan that Rookie of the Year. Tough one. But that is the end of year 2. We will draft. Probably going to be a lot of defensive pieces. I think I'm only going to do 1 or 2. Because it usually takes me a really long time doing all that other shit. But I think this time around, we're just going to do first 2 rounds. And this is going to be our first round selection. Gregory Washington. He has great acceleration, elite agility, good change of direction, solid jumping, elite speed, and then great strength. So he has the best physicals out of defensive players that I've seen. So he is for sure going to be a hidden development. Yes! Yes, he is. Another hidden development. Okay, so the only D tackles are round 3 and 4. So I'm just going to go through this real quick, see if there's any diamonds in the rough that I'm missing here. All right, so there are no good D linemen at all. So we're just going to take best available. So looking through it, there is nobody that I want. So I'm going to end the draft here. I picked up 1 hidden development, and then second round, there's literally nobody that I'm seeing that we need, because we don't need wide receivers. There's a lot of wide receivers in there, but besides that, there's nothing. So we're just going to let the CPU pick. Hopefully they pick up guys that we need. So the middle linebacker that we picked up starts out as a 75 overall hidden development. So that is great. They picked us up a left tackle, 73 overall. That's all right in round 2, pick 8. And then, like I said, I didn't want it H-back, but they picked up a 70 overall H-back in round 3. A D tackle, they picked up a 63 overall, a literal bust. The right end, they picked up a 78, and then a free safety. So they picked up ass, basically, except for our left tackle. But we don't need a left tackle. As you can see, there's no fucking D tackles at all in this draft. Holy shit. In round 3, pick 27, there's a 66 overall D tackle, Robert Madden. There's 1 picked up in the first round, 2nd overall, and then in the 3rd round, with the 27th pick, that's your next D tackle. There was absolutely no D tackles in this draft. Guess I am kind of glad that I let the CPU pick. I am pissed off that we picked up an H-back, but who cares? Let's get into year 3. So this is the team. The only notable guys is we're moving Alan Richard back up into that top spot. D Bass Knight is going to get the starting position halfway through this just to get his hidden development up, because Jake Matthews actually has regressed a lot. He's only a 79, and now he moved down to a regular development. I'm pretty sure he was a star, and I'm pretty sure he was in the 80s. So he has regressed heavily. So I am glad that they picked him up. We're going to see what he is once he gets his development rating. And then for defense, the boy that we picked up round 1, starting right off the bat, I didn't even touch him. That's just like the amount of poverty that we have for our middle linebackers. That's just what it is. We don't have anybody else who's even close. And then for D tackles, we're absolutely tragic, absolutely off, because our defense is the main problem here. But that is the defense and the offense for now. I think we are still an 85 overall. We actually dropped in overall. We're an 84 overall now. So we dropped in year 3 to an 84 overall. Okay, so the Falcons are 1-6 again. They're a fucking poverty franchise. That is what Madden is saying. What we're gonna do here, boys, is because no matter what we do, this team just seems to get worse and worse. Looking at the stats, we're gonna play this week, and then we're gonna sim, and we'll see coming off of this win, because obviously I'm gonna win if they do any better. Let's see what's wrong with this team. We need to get in depth. We need to figure out what the is wrong with this team, and we can't do that sitting on the sidelines. We need to get in and get at it. Let's do the opposite of what Arthur Smith does. Let's try and run it a lot. Let's go up the gut. Why is he so slow? Why is Bijan so slow? Feels like a power back. Let's keep running.
Hand off to Robinson.
Son of a bitch. Hits, please. Punting. We're going to see a lot of this screen. We're going to see a lot of this screen right here. Let's run it. Let's go. Let's go. That's TD. Nope, because he's too slow. Why is he so slow? All right, so we're getting a blitz. I like this.
Cousins on first down.
Okay. I'm not going to talk to you guys. I'm not going to talk to the fake people in my head. I'm gonna turn up the music that I'm listening to, and I'm gonna lock in. What was that?
Play fake. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right.
He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. We're challenging. The replay officials control reviews in this situation. Okay, so we're still on offense then.
The defense certainly benefited.
What? He landed with his toe out of bounds. We're getting fleeced. It's 21 zip. We're getting fleeced. All right, that's fine. We'll look at Bijan in London.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Let's go! Let's go! 21-7. We still got a chance here. Yeah, this should be an easy first down, right? There we go. There's a flag. God damn it. What's the flag on? Obviously. All right, let's punt. Let's punt. Gosh, huh? All right, let's get a big run here. That's what I want. I want a big run. There we go. There we go. What kind of juke was that, Bijan? What kind of juke was that? Oh, let's switch it. You see that? Hey, Madden tip if you don't know. Run that play when you see it. Run this play when you see it. Run that play and switch it to the opposite side when you see it. Double slants never fails. Watch me throw a pick.
Stop it for a very short pickup.
Wow. Maybe Drake.
Third and goal for Cousins.
Let's go. Out of bounds. Field goal. Yeah, shake your head, Arthur.
You've got to be able to
Stupid
back
f***.
up.
Who are you to talk, huh? Who are you to talk to me like that? 24/7, always not open. Tell me that it's okay.
Out of the gun.
Fuck. Get out of the way, god damn it. We're gonna go psychic on these hoes. And we get sacked. 4th and 18. Hell yeah. They want to go for it. That's the best thing you've said all day, Arthur. All day. Let's look at Mooney. Mooney is f***ing open, by the way. Yeah, because he's a f***ing god. We look at one dude, and we hope that he's open.
On play action, Cousins.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pitts, grab that. It's right in front of your goddamn face. Grab that, Pitts. Be a playmaker. Help us out here. The only superstar on this goddamn team.
From the gun on third.
And I'm sacked. 4th and 15. Let's do it again. Oh my god, please. Simming to the end of the game. So that was us playing to try and bounce this team back from 1-6. Now 1-7. All right, we're gonna sim to the end of this season and see how we do after that stellar performance. Well, would you look at that, bro? We're 87 overall in offense. Our offense is fucking stacked, brother. 85 overall. We went 5-12. Take a look at the stats. 30th in offensive yards. Kirk, 3,331 yards, 22 TDs, 15 interceptions. I contributed 3 to 4 of those interceptions. 61% completion rating. Sacked 43 times. Bijan, 1,000 yards, 10 TDs. Hell yeah. Tyler Algieri, 282 yards, 8 TDs. Kirko ran for 169 yards. Darnell Mooney back in the #1 spot, 997 yards, 5 TDs. Drake London, 848 yards, 5 TDs. Kyle Pitts, 832 yards, 9 TDs. Again, nobody with 1,000 yards. Let's see who is f***ing us. Daryl. The boy that we drafted, Daryl, gave up 14 sacks. And then Allen, the other guy we drafted, gave up 9 sacks. So we're back where we started. We had 2 guys with 9 and 15, or like 7 and 15. Now we have a dude with 14 and 9. And then flip it, our center is giving up 9 sacks as well. So awesome. Offensive line statistically looks all right. I mean, on the up and coming. Kirk Cousins is a 70 overall now. I don't even remember. I thought he was an 80 when he started. Bijan's looking great. Kyle Pitts is looking great, even though they have been underwhelming so far. Mr. Washington, 79 overall. Superstar development. Great pick. Rest of the team's ass, though. Okay. Awesome. So this is 3 years of the road. The Dallas Cowboys have made the Super Bowl. How many Super Bowls have they made in real life since the salary cap was implemented? Any guessers out there? Oh, that's right. 0, because they suck when they can't pay the entire league to be on their team. Not in Madden, though. 7-time Super Bowl champions, Dallas Cowboys. Again, we didn't do anything. Todd Henley, the guy who absolutely wants Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm glad a rookie that's awesome. So we're ending it there. God damn it. We're ending it there. This video was supposed to be us looking at how the Falcons are going to do with Kirk Cousins. Apparently, it's going to be a dumpster fire, even though the Falcons are, the reason why they got Kirk Cousins is because they thought that they were going all in with the guys that they currently have. Wrong move, Falcons. You heard it here first. Sell your entire franchise. That was awful. Awful, terrible ass. 3 years, 2 times third in the division. Third year when we're higher overall than we've ever been. 87 overall offense, 85 overall as a whole. 5-12, bottom of the division. Hell yeah. This is without salary cap, by the way. We had to turn it off because they got rid of Kirk Cousins after the first year. Is that what is going to happen after the first year? They're going to get rid of him? Get rid of that $130 million contract? Anyways, that has been this week's simulation. I predicted that they would go 10-5. We did not get anywhere near flipping 10-5. I got proven wrong. Anyways, boys, that is the end of this video. I keep saying boys, there's nobody on the other end. For the fake people that I make up in my mind that watch these videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. We are on a road. We're on a road to a strip club that is also 1,000 subscribers. So help me get I can't say that, but help me get to 1,000 subscribers, please. All my fake friends that I make up in my head that watch this video, please subscribe. My plans for the rest of the night: chug some more beers, go harass goth mommies downtown, get punched in the face, get aroused. We're never gonna stop. We're never gonna drop. We're never gonna make it hot. Bars. For the few that watch, hope your week's great. Hope your day's great. Hope your life's great. I appreciate you. And until next time, ka-chow.